August we played for a physicists' conference, and Ken was invited, and the next day brought some of his bows to Rose's house for me to play. It was a wonderful experience. Philip wanted me to read this because he's in France right now. Ken was a wonderful and generous person who was the heart and soul of the Galiano Conservancy Centre. His legacy there will live, I hope, for as long as we can imagine in the future of the islands. He gave so much to Galiano Island and to so many people who lived there, and to so many who visited and worked there. I cannot speak of what he gave to music. It was only at the concert at Bodega Ridge last August that I learned how famous he'd been in the world of bow making. I also am so glad that I invited him to this concert. He gave up theoretical physics long ago, and yet his contacts there will miss him greatly. He was, for example, a collaborator of Oliver Penrose, brother of Sir Roger Penrose, and I sent a message to them about this. I will miss him greatly. To me, his determination to make Galiano and ultimately the whole world and everything in it, humans and every other living thing, a better place. He understood so much better than almost anyone else what needed to be done for this to happen. This is very sad news. And I have one more message with your tolerance from Colin Miles, a musician who had worked with Cam Trousdale. And Colin is a viola da gamba player as well as a viola player. And just before, I was using one of Ken's wonderful bows to play with Rose as you were walking in on my viola da gamba. This is what Colin Miles of Vancouver has to say. I'm deeply shocked and saddened to hear of the death of Ken Millard. Winnie, my wife, and I wish Linda and his family and all who loved him and whom he loved strength and courage in this time of mourning. His work has brought much meaning and beauty to my life. After his teacher, Anton Smith, finished a fine viola da gamba for me, I asked Ken Millard to make me a viola da gamba bow. It is superb. A year or two later, I commissioned Ken to make me a baroque viola and bow. I was thrilled with the result. I was aware of his new vocation in working for the betterment of the environment, but never saw him in his new milieu. Two remarkable things about his bows now. And he mentions Cam Trousdale and making the bows for the CBC. Then he says, secondly, I was at a viola da gamba conclave in 2013 chatting with Louis Bégin, who is now Canada's premier maker of baroque bows. He looked at my Millard bow with great affection, noting the meticulous detail, and said, well, I'm glad he's not making bows anymore. I could not compete with that excellent level of craftsmanship. And Colin finishes, if the fates allow, the instrument and bows Ken made for me will last for centuries, bringing joy to those who will play and listen to them. I will treasure them now for the remarkable man who made them. May he rest in peace and light perpetual shine on him. That was Colin Miles.